little sleepy because I am. How y'all doing? Day has been great. Thought I'd get a moment in before I take a quick nap to let you guys know that I'm doing great. I'm in Willemstad, Caracas. I hope I'm saying it right. Willemstad, Caracas. And it was really a good little tour I took today. And the rum, I had some chocolate rum that was like the bomb. I actually had to buy some and I had to check it in when I came in on the boat, but I'll get it when I leave. But it gave you a nice little kick. And now ask me how you gonna get all this stuff back in your luggage when you come back. I don't know. I only got it was a few little bottles. I think it was 5 in a pack, but the pack is kind of heavy. But anyway, I had a wonderful night last night, white night. Boy, it was off the hook. We just, man, we just party until we dropped. It was like a wonderful, beautiful, extravagant experience that I can't even put into words. It was just wonderful seeing all the people come together like that. But I just wanted to touch bases. It seems like the Wi-Fi has been a little jumpy when I do my videos, and I am out in the middle of the ocean here, so it's no telling. I'm trying to sit as still as I possibly can. I'm hoping that this one is better today. However, um, I gotta make sure my headset is on. But however, I hope that this one is a little better today, and you guys could, you can hear me okay, and I'm not blurry in and out. Remember, it's not the camera. It's just being in the middle of the ocean here. And of course, they have Wi Fi that you can potentially connect to, which I have, but it's probably not the best. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about, is it cool to just look and check it out? Even if you with someone. I see a lot of couples out on vacations, but out, to certain events, movies, things of that nature, restaurants, and you see someone very attractive walk by, and the man or the woman looks at this person like, whoa, and then give a little glance, and then they continue on with who they're talking with or who they're out with. And it becomes a problem. The person you're with feels like you disrespected them because you looked. Now, I do believe that there is a certain way that you must look. Because mind you, we're all human. And if you see something that look nice, you're going to look. You're going to glance. Some people wear their sunglasses when they're out and their eyes is roaming, but nobody can tell. But anyway, you're going to look. I think that thing, well, know that the main thing is being respectful. Respectful when you do look, because it's one thing to just give a glance, oh, okay, keep doing, respectful, and then it's another thing to like, whoa, and kind of give a double look once and look twice. um that's disrespectful. What's wrong with looking? What's wrong with looking, grown folks? Is that a crime? Be held accountable, punished, hemmed up, dealt with because you're looking at something else that walks by you and be really appetizing. Not, and I'm not meaning literally, but I'm just saying appetizing in the way that, deliciously looking good. So, and how do you from an argument? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm on this big old ship. It's a lot of eye candy, a lot of beautiful women, lots of beautiful women. Some are dressed appropriately, some are not. Some is sexy as hell, some are not, but everybody is looking good, okay? There are some fine men, fine bodies together, swag is in place, man, six packs here and there. I mean, you got a little bit of everything. And so it's very easy to get caught up in the eye candy. So I see some couples that, especially the men are really struggling with that because you see women walking by with these bikinis and these little sheer outfits on, showing all their booty and all that stuff. And I mean, what is a man supposed to do? Okay, so is it okay to look? I mean, at the end of the day, you going home or to the room with that person you with, right? They with you. They doing you. It's you and them. And so why would uh why would you get upset that they kind of see something that looks really good? Now, it's a very fine thin line behind that. I believe that the main thing is keeping it respectful. Keeping it respectful. Don't hold someone accountable for their actions because they're human. But it's the respectability behind it. I mean, my headset just went off, y'all. I hope you can still hear me. Um, does it mean that you have a lustful spirit? Are you having a lustful spirit in looking at someone else? I mean, is just a look? We need to talk about that because some will say that, yeah, you have a lustful spirit. You're looking at this person in a way that to desire them. So you're lusting them. You know, I don't necessarily agree with the fact that you could be lusting, but you are finding it appealing to the eye. You're just lusting and desiring that person and finding them so intoxicating that you would want to go beyond measures to get with them and blend with them and clap with them and all that. That's what I would call lust. But just to look at someone that has passed your way that looks good, is that really lusting? Um, how far should we go with that? Some are so they know the consequences when they get home. They're gonna be getting into a big old fight with who they with. So they would literally just act like somebody could walk in front of them buck naked and they would just keep looking the other direction because they already know if they just even halfway glance that they're gonna have to deal with hell when they get home. Should one have to feel that way? Should you have to feel as though you're going to be tried and juried just because somebody walked by you buck naked? I mean, both partners should be looking because I know if somebody walked by me buck naked, I'm gonna be like, did you see, babe? Did you just see that? They have got they have just got to be ashamed of themselves or whatever. I'm gonna say something because I mean, it's not the it's not the norm for somebody to walk by you buck naked. Okay, whether it's female or male. So I wouldn't want you to get all on me because I had something to say about home dude that walked by me buck naked. So how far with the fact that they're looking? And another step further, for instance, you're out with someone that you really care about, and you out, and maybe you walk away or you go to the restroom or you go to the other side of the room, talk to friends or whatever, and they're dancing with someone else when you come back. And they're dancing really nice up close and having a good time about it. And they dance and dance, 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 dance. And, you would feel at some point they would be like, oh, okay, well, thank you for the dance. I appreciate it. And cut that, But some will really trip on that, especially if the person. And I thought, what's up with that? So, what do y'all think about that, too? I mean, it's just a dance, right? I mean, who are they going home with? Or are they going home with you? I don't know. But who are they kicking it with? I think that we have a tendency to trip on the wrong things when it comes to uniquely being connected with someone. We trip and have attitude on things that I'm not gonna say they don't matter, but they're not the bigger fish. You know what I mean? It's so nice to have these nice, refreshing drinks. Excuse me, y'all, I'm not trying to be rude, but it tastes good. So, you kind of have the wrong focus sometimes. We spend too much energy focusing in on things that really, really are minor. They have nothing to do with in your relationship. I have seen couples arguing, tripping, and alcohol will make it'll make you up, take you to another level. It's like, oh my goodness. You know, you'll start tripping on things that you normally wouldn't trip on because you got a little juice in you. So you got to be careful with that too. It's a thin line between that drinking, but you know, there's so many big things to worry about or to focus on in your relationship as far as your loyalty and the commitment, the trust, the respect, you know, the commonalities. What do you have in common? What do you do in common as a couple? What are you comfortable doing, together as a couple? Can you converse? Can you talk about anything from the heart without being judged? Can you cry? Can you show deep emotion? You do all these things. It's so many other things to focus on than to focus on who that person was dancing with when you came out of the restroom. Even though there should be a certain line of respect. Um, and who else that person is seeing, which is a big thing now. That's another conversation for another time. If that person is seeing other women or other men, I mean, the most respectful thing is to up and let it be known. Let it be known that I not only want to see you, but I want to be open to see other people. Not saying that I'm going out there looking for other people or that I have somebody else that I am seeing, but I want to be open to do that. And that's when some will just keep themselves out of a committed relationship because they know doggone well they ain't ready for that because they want to do other things. The flip side of that is you can do other things and do what you want, but don't be coming back running, you know, that person's way when you get tired and when you realize that things just ain't going the way you thought they were going to go and expect them to be there waiting. Sorry, y'all, these glasses won't stay on my head. Um, don't be expecting all that because that just they may not be there no more. They may be poof, gone. Poof, bye bye, gone. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes people take for granted that I can just go head on and bide my time and do what I want to do, have my fun, and when I'm ready, I'll just bounce back to that because they into me like that. But Don't take nothing for granted. Don't take nothing for granted, because a person that's been sitting there waiting on you for a while could very well be gone tomorrow. They could. So you have to be really mindful of um, not taking for granted, not doing things that you feel is satisfying and gratifying to you, but disregard the other person as well. Because people can only take so much. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be, and I'm all over the map. I've had um, time to really reflect on quite a few things. So I may be just talking, and you may see me flipping the script, but hang on by the horns, because it's making sense. It's making sense. But yeah, so people will just take for granted that, okay, I can just go and do what I'm gonna do, and they digging me, so they'll be there. And when I get tired, I'll go on back and make it right. Don't take that for granted. I know quite a few people who have missed out on some good things because they let that good one get away. They let the good one get away, and when they came back to play, the good one was nowhere to be found. It was somebody else. hmm So you have got to be careful about that. I'm gonna tell you guys something off the track of what I'm talking about. I have had so many very erotic, flavorful drinks while on vacation that when I get home, I think I'm not gonna drink for a month or two. Because I've had all kinds of, oh my goodness, they just so good and tasty, and you just feel right, just really feel right for a minute. And not to say that's to be drinking to get drunk. I'm saying just to feel mellow and enjoy your time. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, let's get back to the looking. The looking. Is it okay? Is it okay? Do you trip on that? Are you insecure? Do you trip on your man or your woman looking at Jezebel or Tyrone? And they are looking at him in a way that, ooh, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I would trip. I really don't think I would trip. I think what I would trip on is if it was done respectfully. If you double took or you just kept watching that person from across the room and disregarding my with you, but just to be looking at something that was a little bit of eye candy that passed your way, no, I don't think I would trip because being secure with yourself and knowing that this person is into you, they care about you, they love you, they're right there with you, they doing for you, they all about you. I mean, they're human. You probably should worry if something walked by and they didn't look, they didn't even blink an eye at them. Then that's probably something to worry about, because it's like, I know you saw that, so why are you playing? Why are you playing? I know you saw that. You know what I'm saying? So some people would say damned if you do, damned if you don't. And that ain't no lie. And I'm really hoping, while I'm doing this video, everything seems stable and clear. Hoping that you guys are seeing me stable and clear, because there's nothing more frustrating than just out when you replay this stuff and it's all messed up and blurry and foggy and fuzzy and choppy and all that. I pet peeves. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. So anyway, yeah, so the word, I know somebody who had that issue. They had the issue with their mate getting totally out of control with them because at another dude that was fine as wine, that had their little body together and this and that. Now I think what happened is the person that they're with is a little insecure because they need a few poundages, and they're not happy with the skin that they're in, but they're in that skin right now. So you know when she ended up kind of doing a double take, and she mentioned to her dude, dang, he must work out a lot, which I don't know, maybe she shouldn't have said that. She probably just should have kept her words to herself, but she just verbalized it as an open dialogue, and he just got totally pissed. Like, she was totally lusting after another man while he was right there. He questioned the fact that that being disrespectful, that if she had just looked, it would have been one thing, but to verbalize, you know that she was physique, knowing that her mate has a weight issue, it didn't settle well. And I think sometimes we don't really intend to hurt or say things to make a person feel uncomfortable that we care about. But when you're not thinking and you're in that state where you just sometimes let things, or you're so comfortable with that person, you let things bounce off. Think outside the bubble as to, well, what if he had a said that, and if the shoe was on the other foot, what if he had said that about another woman walking by? About, oh, she must be in the gym all the time, babe. Her body is banging. I mean, he could have said something that, and here she is, probably got to lose about 100 pounds, and last thing she want to hear is about some other woman's body banging by her dude. So we have to be careful of how we deliver, certain messages. And if you're gonna look, do it tastefully, do it respectfully, and by all means, don't have these comparing, verbalizations, unless, like I said, somebody both buck naked and you both have something to say about it. That's a whole different topic for another day. But just on the strength of halfway complimenting and lusting, but it's nothing wrong with looking, grown folks. It's nothing wrong with looking. Keep it respectful. Keep it respectful. And I've heard some say, a couple of men had said this to me one time. Lady D, I don't mind other men looking at my woman because it makes me feel good. Because why? Because I'm with her. She chose me. I am the prize. So, by us choosing one another, we're going home with each other, we're into each other, and them men can look at her all day long and some, but they don't have her in the way that I do. They don't treat her in the way that I treat her. They don't love her in the way that I love her. And they bounce it off. It actually makes them feel good that another man is finding their woman still yet attractive. Some do feel that way. I know that's a twisted kind of way to look at it, but yeah, you know, they other men are finding, their, and now if women, let's look at it like this: if other women is looking and really your man like that, does that make you feel good? Does that make you feel like, yeah, well, he's mine? We can go all you want, but he's mine. Or I've seen some women turn around and be, what are you? What you looking at my man like that for? Don't you see him right here? And before you know it, they get ready to go to blows. You cannot control other people's eyeballs and other people looking. You only thing you can do is hope that the person that you're with handles it in a mature fashion, because it's up to them to handle it. That they handle it in a fashion to set things straight. They're big boys or big girls. They know how to handle if someone comes at them in the ring and they're with you. And women, if it's something that's beyond your over your head and your dude is right there, handle it for you. You know, I've known a situation where this guy has sent this lady a drink from across the bar, and she was sitting up there with her dude. Bartender said it's from the over there. So she nodded, smiled, said thank you. But he found that very disrespectful. So he went over there and had a word or two with dude and let him be known that she's with me. You just a situation. Now here's your drink back. And that's how he handled it. The guy was like, I didn't know that she was with you. I saw you guys sitting and talking, but I didn't know the situation. I had looked at her a couple times. She looked at me a couple times. I really didn't. She didn't give me that vibe. This is what he said. So then her gets mad at her when he gets back because he's like, well, he's saying that you was over here eyeballing him too. That you didn't give him the vibe that you was with somebody. Now he could have been just telling him that. So you get mad at your girl, even though he handled it appropriately, I guess, by going over there and returning the drink and explaining you disrespecting the situation. But to take face value what another person is saying just to help get their look, nah, because he could have been lying. So it's messy stuff like that. But there's nothing wrong with looking. There's nothing wrong with looking. Do it respectfully, grown folks. That's my opinion. If you feel differently, please let me know. Please like, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell also, so when I do these afternoon thoughts and these little talks and videos, that you'll be the first to be alerted that I am live and I am talking about some real grown folks stuff. And on that note, I went a little longer than I expected today, but I got myself a little bit of a nap. It's a long night tonight. Nice little evening dinner in a couple of hours. And also tonight, Babyface. Yes, Babyface, okay? So I am looking forward to that show. I want to be ready and all, like always. After the show, there's a party. There's a party. I'm after the show. So anyway, grown folks, I'm good. Can't wait to get back where I can just really get some great and really have some grown folk talk with you guys. I hope that you're doing wonderful. I hope that what's today? Wednesday, right? Yeah, I hope that your Wednesday is going well. This is hump a day. So consider yourself going downhill from this point, and I will definitely get back at you and try to hit y'all back up tomorrow for some more grown folk talk. Enjoy your evening.